the Impact the Culture podcast. I got a special guest in the building, man. Introduce yourself to the people tuning in, bro.
Shout out to everybody tuned in right now. DNA, y'all already know. Get money and drink
Yes,
water. We in
sir.
the building.
Yes, sir. So
Yeah,
let's get
yeah,
into it, man.
yeah, yeah.
KCJ goes in her first round. How you feel after hearing Casey's first round?
I thought our first round was fire when she was doing the it's lit for DNA swab test. I got 6 for DNA. Nutty Professor, I got a switch for DNA. Like she was getting right. But I knew what I had in the first. That's why people look at, the footage, or if you was there live, you just seen how composed I was, because I was like, yo, I still gotta go. So you know what I mean? I still, after she went, I was like, I'm gonna get the first clearly, and then yeah, and then I thought it was crazy, but I didn't know it was gonna be like that. Like that first round hit in the building, like my first against Ill Will, my first against JC. So yeah, that shit
I
was
was about to
crazy. And then I
talk about
fell,
it. I was about
and
to
then
talk about it because I felt like, all right, so you going
yeah,
crazy in your round. Like you said, Casey had a good round, but I felt like your round was like literally you just going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a moment in there where you slip and actually fall. And I'm like, yo, dude, Casey really know voodoo? Like, did she just really make you was going
yo,
crazy and just fell out of nowhere?
yo, you wanna know what's so crazy, right? So the day before when we did the face off, like no bullshit, they didn't pan the camera to show it, but
I
it
seen
was a literal
you
cat
say
in the
that in the
face
face off.
off.
So it was really a cat. You wasn't trolling. It was really a cat.
It was really a cat in the face off, and the cat was the same
Yes.
color as Casey's hair. So it looked like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, yo, at first I'm trolling, like not really believing in the voodoo shit, but I'm like, yo, is something going on? What the fuck is their cat doing at the face off? Then when we get in the battle, I did the fake choke that nobody was going for or whatever. But before that, I really almost messed up. Like after I said the thug it out bar, I'm gonna thug it out. I didn't know where to go next. Like that's one of the rare times that happened to me. So I had to like jump over a couple bars just to catch it. And then when I actually fell, I fell on a line about
Right.
like shoes. It was the
To the
nine
nine to
from
the
the
back
back
of
of J's.
Jay, like the Olympic Jays. Fire.
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
Olympic sevens, get the stepping. And then I literally got the stepping. So I knew, yo, she had something going on. Her powers was doing something. But yeah, I knew at that moment I was like, yo, the momentum's on my side. I gotta rebuttal this to keep it going, and that shit landed. So yeah,
Yeah. I
the
gave you the
first was
first.
crazy.
I feel like you was wilding. I feel like the rebuttal was just like the icing on the cake. Smack like, yo, that's enough. She family, all that. Like you was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Um, now we get into the
Yeah,
second
yeah,
round. Even though I thought Casey first round was better, her second round was even like it was even better to me. I feel like her second round was better than her first. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you.
yeah,
I got Casey in the second, bro. I got it. I ain't gonna lie. You had some fire moments again, but I think Casey second was just a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Um, but then
yeah, yeah.
you have the moments in there as well. You started the second off with the rebuttals, asking the crowd what they wanted you to rebuttal first. I felt like that was a good way to get the crowd back on your side. Was that like a strategy, or it just kind of just happened at the moment?
I mean, that was a strategy. Like, of course, like at that point, the momentum was on my way, and she kind of brought it back her way. So I had to do something that gravitating back on my side. I feel like because she fought so hard, um, my second would have had to been with the same material as my first in order for me just to seal it. Because at that point, people want to say, "Yo, it's 1-1." They want to make it a fight, and she gave them a reason. But you know, I think the
Yeah.
second is the closest round is debatable. You know what I mean? Some people got me with the 30, but if you got her in that round, I'm not
I could
mad. You know what I mean? 'Cause she went
I could
crazy.
definitely see people still giving you the round because you, like I said, your round was definitely fire. But I gave that round to Casey. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Third
Gotcha,
round,
gotcha.
uh, I feel like Casey's second round was may have been her best round of the battle. You know what I'm saying? Um, so her third round
Yeah,
was dope to me. She had some more angles. You know what I'm saying? I felt like her pen was definitely fire. She even had a point where she was like, "I'm doing this for the camera." You know what I'm saying? She was really rapping. You feel me?
yeah,
But I feel like you left Earth in the third. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
yeah, yeah. So again, right when she went in the third, she left a lot of room open for me to get the third because the third was good, but you know what I mean. It wasn't unbeatable. Um, and me being the vet that I am, I didn't get to finish my first, so I still had about what I still had 16 bars left that I didn't dump in the first. So I dumped that at the immediate of the third. So that's why when people go, yo, DNA's
Long.
third was
Yep.
mad long. Nah, it wasn't that. It's just I knew I need to come out the gate with rapid fire. That's why I had the Apple Pay bar, the reverse the curse, it's the clean version, the catch a case with the chrome. It ain't gonna be easy to block. Like I knew I had to line up real quick, back to back, and then go into my round.
Right.
Because my third was a talking to round. So I'm like, I don't want to start the round off talking to her after she just had, you know what I mean, momentum. Let me come out the gate. So that's why I moved the first to the top of the third. Then I went into the third, and then
You
sealed.
definitely did, though, man. I just wanted to salute you on that because you did reverse the curse. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, he did it. You feel me? Like, she was fired, though, which I actually think is a better thing. Like, I think the fact that you didn't choke, you made it through all 3 rounds, is actually better for Casey. People can see you really cold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
you did better. You just had a better battle. But Casey Fire, I feel like this is a good look for.
yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is the one situation where it's a few situations that occur like this in battle rap where her loss is actually a win because we had battle of the night, because she went against me on that level, on that caliber. She doesn't lose because she hung in there. She got, you know what I mean? She got busy. So, you know what I mean? I feel like she still won out the situation because it was a great performance for me. So
Man, definitely took you with the 2-1 over Casey. I got that as battle of the night. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad you my prediction because I was telling people they was wilding, bro. Like people, I understood why though because of her history with the men, but I'm like, this DNA tripping.
Yeah. Nah, but you know what it is though? It's like I be doing so many things. I gotta give out reminders. So you know what I mean. For a while, a lot of people see me in that small room setting, and they forgot like before I even switched to like you know what I mean, getting heavier with the pen. I used to rock the big crowd. So now that my pen got better, and I'm back on the big stage, it's like combining both worlds. You know what I mean, in one. So I was ready to you know what I mean get up there. Plus, I was in the same situation last year at Kings vs Queens with Official. We was going into it down 0-1 when First Lady Flames beat Jack Boy. So you know what I mean. The last 2 years, it's been on me to tie it up.
Definitely.
I tied it up both
Come
times.
through clutch. You already know. Come through clutch. I appreciate you pulling up, man. Before you get out of here, let the people know where they can get in contact with you and get that merch, that music, all that.
Yeah, y'all can go to DNAGMDW.com. That's where we got all the Get Money and Drink Water merch. Y'all already know y'all on Instagram with me, so if you haven't followed me, follow me now.
Everybody who's pulling up, man, if y'all ain't there, I know, tap in with me, man. Impact the Culture Podcast. This shit is like, it's for real.
Yeah.